no way that our police could have prevented what happened.
It's not the police, it's a lack of leadership. Mayor Gorton's crime policies aren't working. She's stuck in the past and refuses to adapt. While other cities' murder rates go down, Lexington's is up 30% from last year. I'm David Kloiber. I don't have all the answers, but I'll work with community leaders and experts, and I'll listen to them. As mayor, I'll help build a safe and affordable Lexington.
Today at 3, it's World Mental Health Day. How a mental health court in central Kentucky aims to protect public safety and help nonviolent offenders with a diagnosed mental illness get better. Plus, an important voter deadline you need to know about, along with several candidate forums tonight, all ahead of the upcoming November election. And what we're now learning in a deadly fire in downtown Gatlinburg.
I'm Chief Meteorologist T.J. Shock. After a perfect weekend here in central and eastern Kentucky, really nice start to the week. We're going to get a little warmer over the next couple of days, but maybe some much-needed rainfall chances on the horizon. Your Storm Team forecast is on the way.
Good afternoon, Kentucky. ABC 36 News at 3 starts now.
Good afternoon, Kentucky. I'm Erica Bivens. Thanks for joining us. The community of Nicholasville is mourning the unexpected death of a high schooler. It's our top story today at 3. East Jessamine High School sharing condolences on social media over the weekend for Jacoby Pittman, a football player at the school. Pittman died on Friday. A high school football game scheduled for that evening was canceled. His cause of death has not yet been released. According to the district, the school will have support in place for students this week and says, quote, "We are here for our Jaguars and we will lean on one another as we remember Jacoby." Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced. We'll, of course, keep you updated there. Well, today is World Mental Health Day. First established in 1992, it's a day to bring awareness to global mental health education and advocacy against social stigmas. Here in Lexington, ABC 36's Caitlin Shive explains an organization continues that work for people who may run into trouble with the law. Caitlin?
Under the National Alliance on Mental Illness in Lexington, known as NAMI, the Fayette Mental Health Court aims to protect public safety and help nonviolent offenders with diagnosed mental illness get better. Since the court officially started back in 2014, more than 200 people have participated in its program, which has 4 phases: stabilization, treatment, self-motivation, and wellness. According to Jennifer Van Ort Hazard with the Fayette Mental Health Court, in order for someone to be eligible to participate, a judge has to decide whether the program is an option for that person's legal case after weighing all violence and perpetration concerns. Then a referral will be made. Van Ort Hazard says the program can change life trajectories for those facing legal troubles with opportunities to have charges expunged or dismissed.
And that's huge, whether you're 19 or 35. And we've got folks, we've had everybody from freshly turned 18-year-olds up to 62 was our oldest participant. So that's a lot of years of life that you're looking to have another chance at.
Van Ort Hazard says it's important people know what resources are available, saying the Fayette Mental Health Court is the only mental health court in central Kentucky. And we'll have more on its impacts on World Mental Health Day tonight at 5. Caitlin Shive, ABC 36 News.
Let's get a check on that forecast as we head over to our chief meteorologist, T.G. Shuck. It was a chilly start this morning. Thankfully, it's warmed up a little bit out there.
I know you went somewhere this week. I bet that's later on in the show.
We'll tell you all about it.
I'm telling you, the weekend, yes, it was chilly every morning, but really ideal for this time of October. Crisp, chilly mornings and, of course, nice, cool afternoons with lots of sunshine. And you probably noticed the full hunter's moon that we had over the course of the weekend. It's a nice shot from Terry Allgood with this rising over the grain silos there. Right now, everything is nice. It has warmed up very nicely, as Erica mentioned. Our Bluegrass Care Navigator, Skyview HD Camera Network, Hickson Funson Cam. Checking out downtown in the distance, up to 72. This should look familiar, kind of where we played last week. The dew point super duper low, so nice dry air mass in place. Winds are out of the west at about 5 to 10. They're going to go more southerly heading into the day tomorrow as high pressure gives way to the east. Low 70s here in the Bluegrass, upper 60s down south and to the east. And if you look back to the west, St. Louis down to Paducah and northeastern Arkansas, western Tennessee, pressing the 80-degree mark. I think we're talking mid to upper 70s tomorrow, and we may flirt with that on Wednesday. It's going to be a windy day. It's that time of the year where as these cold fronts blow through, we can really get some wind out of them, and that appears to be the case. Now, tomorrow morning, not as chilly. I think upper 30s in the outlying areas, low 40s here in the Bluegrass. But check out that high. We're going to roll, at least here in central Kentucky, back into the upper 70s. But bit of a roller coaster ride with our temperatures over the next week. Big story, some much needed rain maybe on the way late Wednesday, early Thursday. I'll tell you about that coming up.
Well, with Election Day a little less than a month away, candidates are in full swing promoting their stances. One of the key races in Lexington is for Urban County Council. ABC 36's Anna Medina joins us to preview a couple of forums taking place tonight. Anna.
Now, the two candidates facing off in the forum tonight at the Lexington Public Library, that's at the Beaumont branch, are Whitney Baxter and James Lombardi. The forum is taking place tonight starting at 5:30. Now, as we prep for that, let me break down what issues the candidates stand with. Now, starting with incumbent Whitney Baxter. She was first elected in 2020 and says she's fighting for transparency and education, mainly understanding what local government is about and what it does. She's also vouching for public safety to help the needs of the community, but also of the agencies involved. And lastly, housing and development, really tackling the growth Lexington will have in the next decade. Meanwhile, her opponent, James Lombardi, is a retired lieutenant for the Lexington Police Department. He says his priorities, if elected, are public safety and to abate the current rise in crime and also the recruitment and retention crisis that public safety agencies are currently facing. That forum is taking place at 5:30 tonight. Now, another key race is the Urban County Council for the 6th District. Denise Gray and Charlie Rowland will also be showing their stances at a forum. This one taking place at the Whitaker Family YMCA of Central Kentucky at 6:30. Denise is striving for housing affordability, community safety, safe and equitable access to transportation, among other topics. Meanwhile, her opponent, Charlie Rowland, he stands on expanding access to mental health and addiction resources, economic development and support for small businesses and public safety. Now, that forum starts at 6:30. Now, with the rise in crime in Lexington, all four candidates in the two districts are making sure public safety is one of their main talking points. We'll have more on those two forums tonight at 11. For now, Anna Medina, ABC 36 News.
Thank you, Anna. Also tonight, candidates in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd district congressional races will take the stage during a live interview. Kentucky Educational Television, or KET, will broadcast the forums. In the U.S. House of Representatives, 1st District, Representative James Comer, the Republican incumbent, will sit down with KET's Renee Shaw to talk about a whole range of issues. Comer faces Democrat Jimmy Osbrooks on the upcoming November ballot. In the 2nd Congressional District, incumbent Republican Brett Guthrie will face Democratic challenger Hank Linderman. Linderman will have an opportunity tonight to share more on his platform. Meantime, in the Kentucky 3rd District, Senator Morgan McGarvey, representing the Democratic ticket, will face Republican Stuart Ray during a live debate. You can watch live online at KET.org beginning at 8 tonight. We'll also have coverage at 11. And an important election deadline is coming up. Remember, the last day to register for the November 8th general election is tomorrow. You can find all the election deadlines and other important voter information on the state's website, govoteky.com. We've also linked you to it on our website, WTVQ.com. Now for what we're looking on tonight, our Paxton Boyd joins us with more. And Paxton, what are we taking a look at?
Yeah, hey, Erica. Well, tonight at 5, the Tates Creek Community Center is celebrating its grand opening. What was previously known as the Gateway Community Center will be located in the same location at 3460 Campus Way in Lexington. The event happening from 5 to 7 tonight with free food, music, and games, along with the chance to tour the center and meet the staff. Plus, we compare the price of gas here in Kentucky compared to the nationwide average. This as OPEC is currently cutting its oil production and how it could play a factor with gas prices going back up. Now, we'll have all those stories and much more starting tonight at 5 right here on ABC 36. Erica?
Paxton, thank you. Still ahead in our broadcast, Russia unleashes its biggest attacks in Ukraine in months. The latest on the ground coming up in our Nation View. Plus, why some researchers say you should get ready for another La Nina winter this year.
And just a beautiful Monday all across central and eastern Kentucky after that chilly start. Very comfortable afternoon highs, upper 60s, low 70s. We're actually going to be a bit above average heading into the midweek, and some rain chances on the horizon. Your Storm Team forecast is coming up.
This new Rally's $5 meal deal is for all you out there getting it done. Fill up on a delicious Rally Burger, 8-piece chicken bites, famous seasoned fries, and a drink for just $5. You work way too hard for us to slack on the flavor. Rally's $5 meal deal. You've earned it.
A Medicare Advantage plan should come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, it can. Just go to anthem.com/answers or call 855-753-3042 for a free one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,600 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield at 855-753-3042 or visit anthem.com/answers and get a Medicare plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Free over-the-counter healthcare items, free groceries with a healthy food card, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Plus, extra benefits like more access to care with free transportation and WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-877-281-9602. Now, that's 1-877-281-9602. WellCare, Medicare done well.
This new Rally's $5 meal deal is for all you out there getting it done. Fill up on a delicious Rally Burger, 8-piece chicken bites, famous seasoned fries, and a drink for just $5. You work way too hard for us to slack on the flavor. Rally's $5 meal deal. You've earned it.
TG has a look at that local forecast in just a moment. But first, the Pacific Northwest could be headed for another cold and wet winter. Researchers at the University of Washington are predicting another La Nina winter this year. They say the results of climate change favor La Nina winters.
And of course, that's after record heat up there this summer. The La Nina is weather phenomena opposite of El Nino, of course. It affects rainfall, flooding, drought around the Pacific Rim and really just all over the globe. These winters tend to be a little cooler and wetter in some areas, but in regions like the Southwest, it can create hotter and drier conditions.
Now, if this year is another La Nina year, it will be the third winter in a row, which has only happened twice before ever on record.
So basically, you know, the El Nino is where those waters there in the Western Pacific are warmer than normal. The La Nina is when they're cooler than normal. And basically, it just upsets the entire apple cart of how things work just globally as far as the weather's concerned. So it has an effect on everything. So that's why that is really important.
The snow video is like, I don't know. It's too early. I don't want to see it.
Well, I was going to say, I know the heat's been probably cranking in your house early in the morning. Well, one good thing about the cool mornings, we've had nice change in the colors here. Some frosty mornings. Nice shot from Debbie Barmore over in Shelby County. And those fall colors, again, they're really starting to go. And I think we've got probably a good couple of weeks here before we'll start hitting that peak. And I think as we see some of these systems blow through as well, they generally generate a lot of wind, and that's what we're looking at into the upcoming mid part of the week, and that has a tendency, of course, to blow a lot of those leaves off the trees. 72 beautiful degrees on our Bluegrass Care Navigator Skyview HD camera network, Kentucky Horseback Cam, and you see the upper 60s to around 70 down south, low 70s here in the Bluegrass. The high is basically stretched out over the region. As it moves eastward, we're going to see that return flow pick up. So you see these temperatures, yes, in the lower 80s down along the Mississippi River there. By Wednesday, some areas could be seeing that here, especially in the bluegrass and points westward. So there's the high. It's going to move eastward. Little boundary off to our north, no biggie. There is a little mid-level wave back here across the Missouri River Valley that is going to sneak off to our northwest. So we may see a few more clouds around getting into the day tomorrow. Shouldn't be quite as cool, even though the flow will be light. We're going to see more of a southeasterly flow into tomorrow morning. So I think low 40s, few of the outlying areas will see upper 30s. And you see that wave just to our north, even some rain up across parts of Illinois and Indiana. But we should be high and dry until late Wednesday, really Wednesday night into Thursday. So as the high gives way, the return flow picks up, and it is going to be a breezy to windy day. I think we'll have gusts 30 to 35 out ahead of this boundary. And then you see the bulk of the rain will be overnight into Thursday, and then we'll see a shot of cooler air, nothing off the charts at all, but we'll go from near 80 down to the upper 60s for afternoon highs. Now, looking ahead to the upcoming weekend, of course, key time of the year between Keeneland running, of course, Kentucky at home again this Saturday evening against Mississippi State, and all the fall festivals. Looks like we'll be okay for the game because the next shot of rain with another front coming in shouldn't be until Sunday and then maybe lingering into Monday morning. And I talk about that roller coaster ride of up and down temperatures, and that's what we're looking at over the next week or so. Clear skies, we'll call it cool, 42 for the overnight low, but mostly sunny and warmer. Mid-70s down south and east, could press upper 70s here in the bluegrass. And check out the 7-day forecast here. Again, a windy day, even with a mix of clouds and sunshine and that late storm, but that's going to kind of drive the train of pushing those temperatures toward the 80-degree mark. And then as we hit the end of the week, Friday morning, that'll be our cold morning, mid-30s. And then heading toward game day, of course, the evening game out at Kroger Field. Should be fairly comfortable. Won't be as cool as it was this past week. And then we'll see, again, that next boundary and another cool down early next week.
Whew, those 30s, they sting. All right, thanks, Gigi. After the break, Russia now out for revenge after suffering another embarrassing attack. Plus, former President Donald Trump rallying supporters over the weekend as questions over his activities ratchet up.
You're invited to come be our guest this Sunday at Southland. For service times and campus locations, head over to our website at southland.church.
When you or a loved one is seriously injured in a car wreck that wasn't your fault, you feel like you're losing control. Hughes & Coleman is here for you.
We can get you every dollar you deserve and need. Control starts with a call. Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
You can get your smile back today. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
I'm Abby Horn, Community Liaison for Kenwood and Madison Health and Rehabilitation, and we are so excited to say welcome back to our friends and families. We love welcoming new seniors to our homes and employees to our work family. We are also looking for medical professionals to join our team. Drop by Kenwood or Madison Health and Rehab today for information regarding open positions. Check us out online at kenwoodhealthandrehabilitation.com or madisonhealthcenter.com or find us on Facebook.
Agriculture and Bourbon County go hand in hand. We're growing America's food. What we do here makes a difference.
A lot of people come from all walks of life, different countries, different continents, and they get to experience the heart of horse country.
It's important for us to be able to raise farm fresh, local foods for the people of our community.
We are able to share our story, share our message, and teach people and bring people in to see what agriculture can do for them.
To educate them while they were here, and we've now grown into an agritourism destination.
We are Bourbon County Agriculture.
Come and see us.
When you or a loved one have been seriously injured in a wreck, it feels like you're losing control. Don't leave your future in the hands of the insurance company. Call Hughes & Coleman today. Control starts with a call. Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
You're watching Good Afternoon Kentucky with Erica Bivens and T.G. Shuck.
Tensions continue to intensify in Russia's war in Ukraine. Russia's president confirming a barrage of strikes across Ukraine earlier today were in response to what he's calling a terrorist act, the bombing of a crucial bridge to Crimea that Russia relied upon to supply its forces. Justin Finch is following the latest.
Across Ukraine, a series of withering missile strikes launched by Russian troops, ripping through civilian centers and vital infrastructure during the morning rush hour. This video showing a blast in Ukraine's capital city, Kyiv. In that same city, this playground ravaged. Rescuers searching ruins for survivors as parts of Ukraine are now left without power. Officials in Ukraine say Russia's latest attack has left several dead and dozens injured. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calling Russian forces terrorists and urging Ukrainians to take shelter as his troops continue their counteroffensive against Russia. Speaking Monday, Russian leader Vladimir Putin confirming the missile strikes were in retaliation for the Saturday bombing of a bridge connecting Russia to the illegally annexed Crimean Peninsula. These before and after satellite images revealing the destruction. Ukraine has not claimed responsibility for that attack. Russia's latest aggression follows Ukraine's successes, retaking territory in the south and east. And President Biden last week cautioning Putin isn't joking when he threatens to use tactical nuclear weapons, saying we have not faced the prospect of Armageddon since Kennedy and the Cuban Missile Crisis. The White House pointing out there's no new intelligence suggesting Moscow is planning an imminent nuclear attack.
What the president was reflecting was that the stakes are high right now, given what's going on the battlefield in Ukraine and given the very irresponsible and reckless comments made by Vladimir Putin.
In his remarks today, President Putin acknowledged he called for those multiple strikes in Ukraine, which also hit several civilian centers, which critics also say could be an admission of war crimes. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Well, meantime, pressure on former President Donald Trump is intensifying. The House committee looking into the Capitol riot is set to hold what is likely one of its last hearings this week. And the Supreme Court could weigh in on the classified documents seized from Trump's Florida home. Former President Trump has been rallying supporters over the weekend as questions over his activities ratchet up. He's in Arizona and Nevada talking about the Justice Department investigation into the alleged mishandling of White House documents. A dispute around that probe has reached the Supreme Court. It gave the DOJ until tomorrow to weigh in on whether a special master should have access to the classified documents involved. Then on Thursday, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riot is set to hold one of its final hearings. We'll, of course, be following along. Still ahead, we're learning new details about a fire in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Plus, we're taking a little road trip over to Winchester, and today's Erica explores for an educational hike.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news.
you can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-424-5281 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including money added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will give you the details you need to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-424-5281. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-424-5281. WellCare. Call today.
Your new Academy Sports and Outdoor store is now open in Lexington. With the best in sports equipment and outdoor gear under one roof, Academy is the store that kickstarts fun for the whole family. Get ready for game days or days on the water and find footwear and apparel styles from Nike, Adidas, and more. It's all right here in Lexington on Nicholasville Road across from the Lexington Green Shopping Center. Or download the Academy app and pick your order up in store today.
You're watching Good Afternoon Kentucky with Erica Bivens and T.G. Shuck.
Well, in today's Erica Explores, geology rocks, so they say. Never thought I'd say I went on a geology hike, but that is exactly what I did over the weekend.
I actually thought you would utter that at some
geology hike.
Sure. Erica dragged poor old Joe. I'm surprised I didn't get put into this somehow for a little educational hike at Lower Howards Creek Nature and Heritage Preserve in Winchester. Mm-hmm. It is only open to the public during certain days or for special hikes. I'm sure you're like a bloodhound and sniffed that out, right?
I heard about it, got excited. Here's a little backstory for you. So the John Holder Trail traverses the only portion of the preserve that's open to the public. The trail lies on land settled by Kentucky pioneer Colonel John Holder, and the trail bears his name. So this is the group. You can see us there. Holder, by the way, made his mark as one of the heroic defenders of Fort Boonesborough.
And in case you're wondering, it's just under 3 miles round trip. The trail follows segments of several old roads, including Athens Boonesborough Turnpike, the Salt Springs Trace, and Holder's Road.
It was a beautiful day for it, little cold, did have to bundle up for it. John Holder was a commercial industrial innovator involved in far-sighted business enterprises. Now, under his leadership, the settlement he established at the mouth of Lower Howards Creek grew to include a store, tavern, boatyard, ferry, warehouse, and mill. So those were the areas we checked out. His landing on the Kentucky River became a major departure point of flatboats bound for New Orleans, which is pretty cool, with Kentucky produce.
Lower Howards Creek became one of the first industrial areas of Kentucky. Much of the area is now enclosed in the Lower Howards Creek Nature and Heritage Preserve. One thing noting, looking at that video, any of those stone fences, and I'm sure that you know that, and there are other places around central Kentucky, like those things were put together like way back in the 1800s, I know.
It's amazing.
There's some running up and down Paris Pike.
Yeah.
So immediately when I saw that, I'm like, hey, that's pretty nifty.
It was one of my favorite things to see. And also, when you change elevations, you know, you're kind of going downhill at that point, down to the water, and you can see the different types of stone. And it's amazing to see all that and learn about it, especially for people who, you know, like myself, don't know a whole lot about geology.
Well, like I said, I'm shocked that I didn't get a late text on Friday. Hey, I want to go on a little trip tomorrow.
Don't speak too soon. I've got something planned for you.
Joe is a good sport.
He really is. Stick around. We've got your local headlines right after this.
Welcome back, Chief.
Dr. Murphy, you saved my life. You're welcome. I can do all the duties of chief surgeon.
You okay?
No.
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC.
If you suffer from depression and juggle medications that don't seem to work, you may be a candidate for ketamine. The physicians at the Bluegrass Ketamine Center treat their patients with intravenous doses of ketamine that produce robust and rapid antidepressant effects within just a few hours after the first treatment. Side effects associated with traditional antidepressants, such as lack of libido, weight gain, dry mouth, and insomnia, are not associated with ketamine. Ketamine provides rapid, real relief. To see if ketamine is right for you, contact the Bluegrass Ketamine Center today.
When you've been injured in a car wreck, there's a lot at stake. Your family, your job, your future. And the insurance company knows there's a lot at stake for them, too. That's why you deserve a law firm with a proven track record of success. A law firm that's been fighting for Kentucky families for over 25 years. Reputation matters. Experience matters. You matter. When everything's at stake, Isaacs & Isaacs is here for you in Kentucky.
It's time for Kentucky's oldest festival since 1794, October Court Day Festival in downtown Mount Sterling. Friday, October the 14th through Monday, October the 17th. Dawn till dusk, hundreds of vendors with great food and shopping. Live music on 2 stages on Saturday and Sunday, and the Court Day Bourbon Experience on Friday and Saturday. I-64 exit 110. Find out more at MountSterlingTourism.com and October Court Day Festival in Mount Sterling on Facebook.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Now, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield introduces a free Medicare plan checkup to make sure you receive all the benefits you qualify for in 2023. Call 1-800-878-5180 today and receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-878-5180 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2023. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Call 1-800-878-5180 and make sure you're not missing out.
Good afternoon, Kentucky. ABC 36 News at 3 starts now.
Good afternoon, Kentucky. I'm Erica Bivens. Thanks for joining us. We begin with a developing story in Tennessee as we learn a fire in downtown Gatlinburg has now turned deadly. ABC affiliate WATE reports firefighters discovered a body in the rubble of these fires. Authorities have not identified the victim or shared an official cause of death at this time. Firefighters continue to put out hot spots at the fire scene today. Several restaurants and gift shops have reported a total loss after that fire broke out early Sunday morning. A cause of the fire has not yet been released. Officials say a section of the Gatlinburg Parkway does remain closed, and drivers traveling to and from the Great Smoky Mountains National Park need to use the Gatlinburg bypass. Head back over to our chief meteorologist, T.G. Shuck. Obviously, that's a very popular spot for a lot of families that visit
I was just going to say, if you remember the devastating wildfires a few years ago, I mean, so many people from central and eastern Kentucky, that's just an easy weekend jaunt. Just seemed to go multiple times a summer growing up around here, and it's always tough to see. Especially right there, it's clearly, if you're familiar with it, right there on the main drag. So hopefully they can recover from that quickly. We've had some delightful weather over the weekend. Those fall colors really starting to pop here, and depending on the type of tree, offering up some really, really bright colors already. These things are going to be peaking out here over the next few weeks. Bluegrass Care Navigator, Skyview HD Camera Network. Despite chilly start, we were in the upper 30s even here in the Bluegrass this morning. We're at 72. Winds are fairly light out of the west. High pressure setting overhead. It will begin to jog eastward just a bit. We're in the upper 60s across southern southeast Kentucky, and again, low to even mid-70s, 72 down in Richmond. Note out to the west, hovering around that 80-degree mark, and that's due to the position of the high over eastern Kentucky, return flow picking up. That's what we're going to get into tomorrow, but more so into the day on Wednesday as a cold front approaches. And this is the time of the year where we really get a lot of wind, even in front of and behind these systems, not associated with any rain or thunderstorms. Not quite as cold tomorrow morning, still chilly. And then we head into the upper 70s next couple of days here in the Bluegrass. We need some rain, and we may actually get it on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. More on that coming up.
The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is looking for a missing 15-year-old. Deputies say Marissa Bruner was last seen Sunday morning around 11:30, about a mile west of London, just off Grimes Road. The Sheriff's Office did not share a photo, but says Bruner is black with brown below shoulder-length hair. She's described as 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighs about 150 pounds. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Marissa Bruner, you're asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Well, revelations about the warrant that led to the police shooting death of Breonna Taylor are scratching old wounds in Louisville. An officer admitted to falsifying information in the request for a search warrant that accused Taylor of harboring a drug dealer. Numerous police reforms are in the works, and the U.S. Justice Department is reviewing the city's policing practices. 4 officers now await trial on federal charges, but people who protested her killing say all the heartache, injuries, and abuse that followed the botched raid could have been avoided. They still want top-ranking officers fired and say all charges should be dropped against people arrested for protesting. Health officials in Lexington continue to push seniors to get a flu shot. The Lexington Fayette County Health Department is reminding senior adults about a free flu shot clinic happening this Thursday. That's at Consolidated Baptist Church on Russell Cave Road. The clinic will run from 3 until 7 p.m. You can register on the health department's website. Health officials say adults 65 and older are at an increased risk of serious complications from the flu and typically account for the majority of the flu-related hospitalizations and deaths each year all across the country. The health department also reminding people to get the updated bivalent COVID-19 booster. According to the department, Lexington saw just under 200 new COVID cases last week compared to the week before, and also 1 new death. Anyone who received their last primary or booster dose at least 2 months ago is eligible for the updated vaccine. You can still make a same-day appointment every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the public health clinic on Newtown Pike. Well, teeing off for a cause. Golf enthusiasts gathering at the Lexington Country Club today for the 7th annual Tee It Up for the Kids to benefit the Foster Care Council. Business Development Director for the council, Lindy Hester, explains their mission.
We're out here on this beautiful day at the Lexington Country Club for the 7th annual Tee It Up for the Kids golf scramble to benefit the Foster Care Council. And the Foster Care Council is a nonprofit here in Lexington that raises money for resources for foster children and their families, specifically individualized tutoring. We also fund enrichment activities.
Funding also goes to things like mentoring, as well as clothing and summer camps for foster children in the state who have been removed from their homes because of abuse, abandonment, or neglect. Today's event also featured mobile bidding in a silent auction. Well, 3 teachers will be inducted into the Governor Louis B. Nunn Kentucky Teacher Hall of Fame this fall. The inductees are Katie Cecil, Addie Henry, and the late Wilma Pace. Cecil is an English and public speaking teacher at LaRue County High School and has taught in LaRue County for more than 20 years. Henry retired from Breathitt County High School in 1996 after teaching English for 28 years. And Pace taught business, English, and French during her 29-year career at South Marshall High School and South Marshall Middle, where she retired in 1980. They'll be inducted November 4th at Western Kentucky University. Well deserved. Now to an ABC 36 update on a new mural in Lexington that's now complete. As we reported last week, well-known Kentucky artist Wiley Caudle was hard at work on this mural of Big Lex at the summit. Caudle specializes in street art, including chalk art and murals. This is the finished product here, showcasing vibrant colors of the bluegrass. Caudle says he was excited to be selected for the project, and I think he did a really nice job. Well, now to a grand opening in Lexington for the Tates Creek Community Center, previously known as the Gainesway Community Center. According to Parks and Recreation, the community is invited to take a tour of that center tonight. There will also be free food, music, and games. You can also share feedback on programs you'd like to see offered there. The grand opening is happening from 5 until 7 tonight. They're located at 3460 Campus Way. Still ahead, holiday discounts. We'll tell you why consumer experts say shoppers will see some major discounts this year. And a new survey released on the fastest and also slowest drive-through fast food chains.
Well, after a delightful weekend, it's been a pretty Monday out there. Temperatures recovering nicely after those chilly early morning lows. And we're going to enjoy some above average temperatures the next couple of days, but hopefully some rain chances finally in the forecast fairly soon. We'll talk about it in your 7-day coming up.
Coming up on the next Lee and Hayley show, we force our producer Noah to fight a polar bear.
And then I'm shocked and surprised when I wake up again this morning. That's the next Lee and Hayley.
I've always believed success starts with building. They believe that at Central Bank, too.
Character, relationships, a plan.
You build those along with a commitment to give your very best to your team,
to your communities,
to the people who believe in you.
And you end up with something unforgettable. That's what makes this more than just a game.
And that's what makes Central Bank more than just a bank.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet and mobile provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds up to a gig with over 99.9% network reliability. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G and the most reliable service coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things. It's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Hey Lexington, Alicia here with news you can use. Now, seniors can get a Medicare plan from a long-standing healthcare leader here for the very first time. With $0 premiums and low or no copays. With the top doctors and hospitals right here in Lexington.
Introducing Essence Healthcare, the Medicare plan created by doctors for patients. Essence gives you more for less, more choices, more benefits, and more savings.
My husband and I are both on Essence, and it's helpful not to pay those huge copays.
You even get our new flexible benefits card, money-saving extras, and more.
Everything has been very simple, and that's the way I like it. I like it simple.
Call 1-855-933-8634 or go to essencehealthcare.com to get your free decision guide now. Our licensed advisors are standing by to help.
Now that's news.
Essence Healthcare. A healthy tomorrow starts today.
Let's head back over to TG now as we continue on this kind of temperature roller coaster ride.
I mean, we generally get that this time of the year. We'll have some chilly weekends like we did this weekend, much to your chagrin, a little bit early in the morning. Yeah, we had those freeze warnings, frost advisories dropping down into the 30s, but really nice afternoon out there. And checking out your headlines, we've got some nice warm-up really over the next few days. It's been a while for sure since we've seen some rainfall, and it should be on the horizon by the midweek. Pleasant fall temperatures, though, at least into the weekend. There's that up and down we're talking about. Temperatures right now looking good. We're in the upper 60s to around 70 across southern southeast Kentucky, 72 here in Lexington, 75 down in Richmond, and it's a little cooler to the east and it's a little warmer to the west. It's all due to high pressure sitting right over eastern Kentucky. So this area back here up and down the Mississippi River from St. Louis to Paducah down toward Jonesboro, Arkansas there, flirting with the 80-degree mark and just above because winds are more out of the south. And that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow and especially during the day on Wednesday. High pressure and control, that'll give way. That's a little bit of activity there through eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas. That's a mid-level wave that is actually going to cruise by just to our northwest tomorrow. We may see a little bit of scattered cloudiness out of it, not expecting any rain, but it's going to be fairly close. But with that southerly flow, we'll start out not quite as chilly. I think most locations, low 40s. We'll sneak a few upper 30s in there. But you see the rainfall again. It's up toward Indy and points west and northward. We head to the mid and a few upper 70s here in the Bluegrass region. Now, with the approach of this cold front on Wednesday, strong south to southwest winds, 15 to 20, occasionally gusting to 30. So it's going to be a windy day, definitely. And a lot of those leaves, especially some of the trees that have already turned this fall, we'll start to get some leaves blowing off the tree. A lot of the rain's going to be overnight into the early part of the day on Thursday, lingering shower early, slightly cooler air building in. So I think the showers essentially confined to the morning hours. Yeah, it's a cool down, but nothing off the charts here. Skipping ahead to the weekend, of course, lots going on yet again. Looking good through Saturday. Saturday night, we're okay. It's really into Sunday and then Monday. Another boundary moves through, so there's that roller coaster ride we talk about. We warm up for a couple days, and then we back things down, and that's pretty indicative of what we generally get during the mid and heading into the latter part of October. 42 overnight here in the Bluegrass. Clear skies, cool, touch cooler in the outlying areas, but mostly sunny, a warmer day, 77 for the afternoon high tomorrow with that south wind at 5 to 10. Again, it will be a breezy to windy day, and I think that's going to carry over even behind the front as winds shift to the northwest. On Thursday, notice the colder air comes in. Chilly start on Friday morning. Pleasant to end the week. Should be a good game day. Good for Keeneland, of course, both Friday and Saturday. Could be a touch on the wet side Sunday, and then we'll back temperatures down as rain shower chances wind down this time next week.
All right, thanks, TG. In consumer news now, if you're looking for a good deal leading into the holidays, you're in luck. According to Adobe Analytics, consumers are going to see a sharp increase in discounting this holiday season. That's because of inventory growth and also a decrease in supply chain issues, plus the pinch on consumers' wallets. The company predicts the biggest discounts in electronics at 27%, up from 8% last year. The average toy discount, 22%. Adobe says you'll find the best discounts right around Thanksgiving with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The company is also forecasting a stark slowdown in consumer spending for the remainder of the year, from over 8% growth in 2021 to 2.5% in 2022, which would be the slowest rise on record. All right, so when it comes to fast food, Taco Bell has the fastest drive-through line. Might surprise some people. The slowest? That goes to Chick-fil-A. According to the 2022 QSR drive-through report, Chick-fil-A may be the slowest only because it's so popular and there are so many cars in line. While Chick-fil-A customers spent the most time in line, they don't seem to mind, giving the chain a 93% satisfaction rating for speed. All right, so the second slowest drive-through, according to the survey, McDonald's. But customers also gave the chain high marks in terms of the accuracy of orders filled. First place for fastest drive-through goes to Taco Bell with an average time of 221 seconds, meaning most customers get their food in well under 4 minutes. In health news, 9 out of 10 adults believe there's a mental health crisis in the U.S. That's according to a recent poll. And on World Mental Health Day, experts say it's time to erase stigma and raise awareness of these issues. Mandy Gaither has some tips on how to deal with some of the most common mental health concerns in today's Health Minute.
A crisis in the U.S. Many Americans may not be getting the mental health help they need. 80% of those who took part in a recent poll say the cost of mental health care is a big problem. About 3/4 say that insurers not covering mental health the way they do physical health is a significant concern. And 63% are concerned about the lack of providers taking insurance.
People, I think, are really beginning to identify that mental health is just as important to address as physical health.
Anxiety is the most commonly reported mental health issue. Psychologist Kia Ray Pruitt with Cleveland Clinic says if you're feeling anxious, first identify what's behind it.
Is it fear about something? Is it worry? Is it based off of something bad that has happened? So I think what's important is to kind of understand what's causing the anxiety.
Then Pruitt says to take a break. Think about ways you can adjust your life.
Maybe you're overcommitting yourself. Maybe you're worried about something that may never happen.
When it comes to depression, another common mental health concern, Pruitt says to be aware of the signs, which may include feeling sad or anxious often, not wanting to take part in activities you once thought were fun, feeling irritable, having trouble sleeping, and changes in appetite. If you're feeling these symptoms, talk to someone.
You don't have to be alone in the struggles.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
On other health news, a new study suggests a colonoscopy may reduce the risk of dying from colorectal cancer by as much as 50%. The catch is that that's only true in people who actually get the scan. The study published in the New England Journal of Medicine looked at 84,000 European patients. Those who agreed to undergo a colonoscopy reduced their risk by 31%. Compared to those who were not screened. However, the study also determined 455 people would need to be invited to a colonoscopy to prevent just one case of cancer. The authors admitted they actually expected even more convincing results from the study. Up next in Talkers, dramatic video from the moment a volcano erupted on an island near Sicily. Plus, we'll tell you how movie fans of the Halloween series can get their fix this week at deep discounts. When and where you can check it all out after the break.
When you or a loved one is seriously injured in a car wreck that wasn't your fault, you feel like you're losing control. Hughes & Coleman is here for you.
We can get you every dollar you deserve and need. Control starts with a call. Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
I was rear-ended, and I'd heard nightmares about how insurance companies take care of things, and I didn't want to be one of the statistics. Calling Morgan & Morgan was like I was talking to a friend. They treated me like a human being. They treated me as Rob. For those that feel that law firms are expensive, not Morgan & Morgan. Nothing out of pocket up front. It's like the sign says, size matters. Morgan & Morgan was the best decision I think I ever made in my life.
It's time for Kentucky's oldest festival since 1794, October Court Day Festival in downtown Mount Sterling. Friday, October the 14th through Monday, October the 17th. Dawn till dusk, hundreds of vendors with great food and shopping. Live music on 2 stages on Saturday and Sunday, and the Court Day Bourbon Experience on Friday and Saturday. I-64 exit 110. Find out more at MountSterlingTourism.com and October Court Day Festival in Mount Sterling on Facebook.
Lexington needs leaders who lead when times are tough. Richard Maloney has always put public safety as his top priority, but more needs to be done.
Why should you care about public safety? Right now, crime's going up, our police department's short, our correction officers short, 911 short.
Domestic violence murders have increased 1,100%, and the 2022 murder rate has reached an all-time high.
Once you hire more police officers, those numbers will drop.
We must work together as a community to take back Lexington.
Fall is here. In the Bluegrass, that means tailgating, Keeneland, festivals, and parties. Here at Critchfield Meats Family Market, we know a thing or two about family get-togethers, and we want to share our best recipes with our neighbors. When you plan your next bash, let us put the homemade touch on your food menu. We have a wide range of options to accommodate your event. Whether you want a catered and serviced spread or the Critchfield food truck on site, we can make the occasion special.
If you suffer from depression and juggle medications that don't seem to work, you may be a candidate for ketamine. The physicians at the Bluegrass Ketamine Center treat their patients with intravenous doses of ketamine that produce robust and rapid antidepressant effects within just a few hours after the first treatment. Side effects associated with traditional antidepressants, such as lack of libido, weight gain, dry mouth, and insomnia, are not associated with ketamine. Ketamine provides rapid, real relief. To see if ketamine is right for you, contact the Bluegrass Ketamine Center today.
When you or a loved one have been seriously injured in a wreck, it feels like you're losing control. Don't leave your future in the hands of the insurance company. Call Hughes & Coleman today. Control starts with a call. Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
You're watching Good Afternoon Kentucky with Erica Bivens and T.G. Shuck.
In today's Take a Look at This, we cover all things that glitter and glow.
You're talking about you.
Talking about you.
Yeah, from the show-stopping pink diamond to a glowing lava following a volcanic eruption, Cole Higgins has more.
You know the saying, diamonds are a girl's best friend. That must be true because this stunning pink diamond sold for nearly $60 million. That's more than twice the expected price. The massive rock is 11.5 carats and is known as the Williamson Pink Star. It's one of the purest and pinkest diamonds to ever come to auction, according to auction house Sotheby's. Okay, so you don't have $60 million to spend. What about 25 million euros? That's the starting price of the latest concept from submarine builder U-Boatworks, a transforming submersible yacht. Yep, you heard that right. The Nautilus gives the wildly wealthy the best of both worlds, or just something else to brag about. A luxury super yacht that can also dive to depths of 650 feet and stay underwater for days at a time. An added bonus, if the sea becomes too rough, according to U-Boat's founder, you simply dive and continue your journey comfortably. So no seasickness here. Finally, dramatic video from the moment a volcano erupted on the Italian island of Stromboli near Sicily. The volcano unleashing a lava flow that rapidly reached sea level. Stromboli is one of the most active volcanoes in the world, according to the National Institute of Volcanology. For Take a Look at This, I'm Cole Higgins.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, calling all horror movie fans, you've got a chance to get into the Halloween spirit with a movie marathon starting today.
Not a big horror movie guy.
I knew it. I knew you weren't.
Because what's the point? It's like you're supposed to get scared. Big deal. All right. Cinemark is hosting a Halloween Revisited series in honor of the newest and final installment of the iconic Halloween film franchise, Halloween Ends. Are we sure this time? That includes at the Lexington Cinemark.
That's a good point. So tonight's showing is the 1978 Halloween, followed by the 2018 remake tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, Halloween Kills, and Thursday wraps things up with Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
So there's your lineup.
Yeah, right.
You can get tickets online at Cinemark.com. They are only $5 a piece.
I saw Jamie Lee Curtis on Instagram yesterday doing a little video in New York City and Manhattan with the billboard behind her. And I'm just kind of like, all right, you know, it's just like the Tom Brady, I'm retired, I'm not. And then the next thing you know, there'll be another one next year.
It just hooks the people. And the fact that you were watching her Instagram video.
No, it came up. I didn't purposefully go through and find her. It just popped up on one of those suggestions of someone that you follow. I don't actively follow her. Wonderful actress, but anyway, I digress.
Let's get to those talkers. So the bright orange sticky residue that Cheetos, leaves on your fingertips. This is the weirdest story. It's now been immortalized.
It shouldn't surprise you at all. Yeah. With a giant 17-foot statue of a hand holding a massive Cheeto. The Cheetos brand erected the statue in the Cheetle community of Alberta, Canada. Why there? Well, the Cheetle is actually what the Cheetos company calls its infamous cheesy fingertip dusting.
Every single person knows exactly what that feels like. That Cheeto between your fingers, the ickiness.
Well, you know the workaround for that. Anytime I'm having Cheetos, especially you bring a couple of wet paper towels or baby wipes.
You have
that
to.
takes care of your problem. everybody else just want to lick their fingers and then just go on.
Ew, that's germy.
It's not KFC, so.
The unique art piece will only be in Cheadle until November 4th. After that, it's going to embark on a Canadian tour.
Border to border. It's got a lot of ground to cover.
To celebrate its cheesy goodness with other Cheeto fans. I tell you, they'll make something for anyone.
No, I mean, anytime I eat Cheetos, have to have a wet paper towel because it's like, Anyway, well, speaking of wet, we have not been that way in a while, but it does look like late Wednesday, really Wednesday night into Thursday. A lot of the rain chances are going to be during the overnight. But it will be windy on Wednesday, like gust 30, 35. That'll push us close to 80, and then you see the up and down temperatures. But overall, not bad.
Get on the roller coaster.
Yes.
It's the time of year. Going to do it for us. Lee and Hayley start now.
I'm Jeff Pecora, sports director at ABC 36. Changes are on the way. Join me weeknights.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Free over-the-counter healthcare items, free groceries with a healthy food card, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Plus, extra benefits like more access to care with free transportation and WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-877-281-9602. Now, that's 1-877-281-9602. WellCare, Medicare done well.
A Medicare Advantage plan should come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, it can. Just go to anthem.com/answers or call 855-753-3042 for a free one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,600 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield at 855-753-3042 or visit anthem.com/answers and get a Medicare plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Everybody, welcome to the Lee and Hayley Show with our presenting partner, White Greer Maggard Orthodontics. I'm Lee Cruz. There's Hayley Harmon.
There she is over there. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us today. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for being part of the Lee and Hayley Show fam.
Big fan. Big fan.
Big fam.
That extends all the way as far west as Mississippi, as far east as the Gulf, as far south as the Gulf, as far east as the Atlantic.
You chose to ad-lib this part. Yeah, you're blowing it.
What do you mean
it's an interesting idea.
I got it all pegged.
The Gulf to the east.
Well, you know what I meant? I meant the Atlantic.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Wilmington, Wright Beach.
Wrightsville
Beach, that's what I said.
You know what? Run stuff by me. Noah's excited as your executive producer. He is so happy when he lets you take the reins.
Listen, I got it. We're good. Everything's fine.
You know what? I hadn't thought about it until he started saying it, though. But that felt pretty good. I didn't realize it's like all the way to the Mississippi, south to the Gulf, east to the Atlantic, and then north to where we're at right now.
We got everything. We're
the northern edge.
We're like old America. We got everything up to the Mississippi. Now we got to go past the Mississippi and go west, young man, as Horace Greeley once said.
Horace.
How much do you think that Louisiana Purchase is going for these days?
I think it's depreciated.
Yeah.
Since Jefferson bought it from Napoleon.
Shame.
It was a heck of a deal.
Dang, because Noah was really counting on it as his retirement plan.
We should take the kids to New Orleans.
Should we?
Bridget would love it, first of all.
I know.
And Noah, I don't know if he'd survive it. But,
Why? He would just be too uncomfortable.
He doesn't know how to
How to what?
How to survive out in the wild like that.
We'll be staying in a hotel, won't we?
No, but you see him at the French Quarter and...
That's him. He'd be sitting on benches with his back to us, too quick to talk about it. If you missed the show Friday, we talked about how we had a recent funny interaction where Lee embarrassed us all on a shoot. All of us took it in stride, laughed, except for Noah, who can't stand awkward interaction. He walked away from us, turned his back to us, and sat on a bench.
In shame.
In
I was
shame.
afraid.
You were afraid. Afraid of what?
You know, actually, I just had a very, very strong reaction to how funny I thought it was, and then I couldn't look at it because of how much we disrupted Bunnyville and its day-to-day,
yes.
normal day-to-day activities.
I've still got the wounds from that joke.
From your trespassing.
Let those who trespass against us lead us not into temptation.
Those are
but deliver us from evil.
Those are two different parts.
Look at what that satanic.
Are you okay?
Rabbit. It's a mild stroke. It'll go away.
That's not how it works.
Sure.
Go ahead and say the Lord's Prayer. I love when this naturally comes up.
We've done this already.
I know, but it's been a while. And when is the last time you prayed? That day?
I pray every morning.
God help me!
Please deliver me from this evil that sits next to me. That's what I do. I pray for that. Yet here you sit as I go through my trials and tribulations.
You mentioned it. You'll see it in a driving piece that we have soon because we filmed that earlier. But I think it's worth 2 times. Please imitate what you told us you did this morning when you woke up.
All right, well, Noah, let me explain it to him.
Noah?
For whatever reason, I have anxiety about not waking up on time. Because I get up at 4 a.m. And I woke up at 2.
Have I overslept?
Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, it's probably 8:30. And I look at, oh, no, I still got 2 more hours. And I wake up at 3. But then I fall into the deep catatonic sleep where REM begins.
Uh-oh.
And when the alarm, which is my phone, it goes off, it goes, it's all the weird bells and whistles. Well, I'm in bed, and I do remember this. And at the time, I didn't think it was funny until I later relayed this to Hayley. But I'm asleep with a blanket on top of me. The alarm goes off, and I go, what? And I said it just like that. I said it. I promise you I'm not making that up. What? And then I stood up. And I jumped up quick.
You always sleep in.
Yes. And I thought, oh, God, it startled me. And I guarantee you, a neighbor had to hear that.
Oh, they had to, and they were like,
they hear that?
I don't know.
God,
they responded. They said, sure. The worst is, because Lee and I booked in morning television for a very long time. And the worst was when you would, because you always wake up in the middle of the night, so it's always dark outside. The worst is when you'd wake up and it's light outside.
Yeah.
And you've not only overslept, you've probably missed your whole show. Because if it's light outside, that has happened to me before.
Well, I've had panic
1 or 2
attacks.
times, and you're just like, now I've really done it.
Because of seasonal change, I've had panic attacks where you have fallen asleep in the afternoon, and then it's gotten dark early, and you wake up thinking,
Did I sleep all night?
Yeah, I don't know when I fell asleep.
Yeah, and you don't know what time of day it is, yeah.
And I think, oh my God, I've done missed another shift. This is the 5th one.
Done missed another shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noah, do you have any sleep anxiety or anything does that ever happen to you?
No, he sleeps with a katana.
He sleeps with a katana. Oh, that's right, he does. Which
to subside the sleep anxiety.
Yes, he cuts the sleep anxiety in half.
Now,
Noah, you taught me the word katana.
Mm-hmm. Taught you the word?
I'd never even heard of a katana until I knew Noah Day.
I remember the day that he was doing it.
I'll bring it in sometime.
I guess you taught me what a katana is. I'd never heard the word.
I don't think you're
and
allowed to bring a weapon in here, Noah.
Oh, okay. I'll allow it.
That ain't a weapon.
I bring one in every day.
If I have to get up for an irregular reason, like airplane ride,
airplane ride.
I've got a flight. I'm sorry.
And I like as if that's how you describe going to the
going on an airplane ride.
Oh, I can't that. I'm off work that day. I've got an airplane ride that day.
Hey, Mommy, I'm going on an airplane ride.
Take my picture. You got a flight. Some might say you've got a flight.
I actually just had a thought. I wish I was dead and gone. Anyway, I've got a flight. And I'll be like, I have to get up at 5 o'clock.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's super early because I get there at minimum 2 hours early to the airport. But I have to get up at 5 o'clock. Here's me, 4:59. I'm awake now, turn it off, get up, go.
Uh-huh.
But if I don't like a normal day, actually, I'm not super good about being on time right now. I'm within 10 minutes of when I'm supposed to be here, but I can't seem to get that right on the dot. Of 8:00.
I hear you, though, when you come in the morning. So, because Lee and I are here before you, and we were in a meeting this morning, a closed-door meeting, and I heard you walk by, and Lee says to everyone, he goes, who did you say did you think it was?
John.
You said John was just another person we know, yeah. And you go, was that John? And I was like, no, that was Noah. Doing his usual, you walk in, you go, good morning to everyone. It's like he has to control the narrative that he's a few minutes late, and before anyone else can even say anything, which they're not going to. He's 10 minutes late, who cares? He comes in with his backpack, walks in fast. I don't even think he scanned the room to see who's there yet. He just goes, good morning, kind of Kristen Wiig-ish from like the Target lady a little bit. And I was like, that was Noah. And we assume the meeting again, but he goes, who was that? It's like, that's Noah doing his normal anxiety. Good morning.
I'm mad at myself in that moment, and I try to cheer myself up by a really hearty hello, good morning.
Yes.
But I'm usually pretty frustrated with myself that it's like 8:09, 8:08, 8:10, 8:11 sometimes, 8:03 sometimes, even on a good day.
Imagine the glee you'll feel if it's 7:59.
You'll
never know.
I can't imagine such a day.
I can't imagine such a day.
Baby Seth and I can't remember what we were doing. We were sitting there at the table, and we could hear you two discussing or giggling or commiserating.
It sounds like
and we
Noah and I.
both looked at each other like, those two are certainly sisters.
Noah and I do have same brain a lot of the time.
Yeah, you do.
We can pretty much solve a problem.
Seth and I have the same brain.
Let me guess, according to you, you'll say, but it's hereditary.
Well, he does get a lot of his traits from his father.
You're right. His biological father, who is a different human being than you.
That's, you know what, environment means more than biology.
Okay, so you're admitting you're not his father, but now
we don't talk about it.
So you're saying it's purely the whole nature versus nurture. You're nurture.
I'm nurture.
You're nurture.
I think nurture will shape a person more than hereditary will.
Yeah, you're right. And that's why therapy is such a lucrative business.
I still think that Seth's parentage is ambiguous. I don't know if it's Lee or if it's not.
Oh.
Sometimes Lee says things that make me think that he is Seth's dad. So I don't know.
No way to know.
There is a way to know. It's just DNA. It's just how we do it.
Yeah, no, that's not always accurate.
Paternity tests?
Right.
I've watched many an episode of a fantastic documentary called Maury. Oh, gosh. Have we met before? That show is great. Was great. Is it off the air? Maury, he retired, right?
I don't know. Is he still married to Connie?
I'll be honest, I have not brushed up on my Maury information as much as I should have. What were you going to say, Noah? My sweet sister.
I was just laughing.
Sure. Today on the show, what do you do if you inherit a haunted house? Not the attraction kinds, like at Halloween, a fake haunted house, a truly haunted house. We are answering that very question. It's one of the questions in today's Nobody Asked You.
Okay, it's time for one of our favorite games, trying to get each other to guess secret words, but the only clues we can give are sounds.
It is called Heads Up, Sounds Off. So if I was trying to get you to guess the word dog. There you go. Or probably just woof.
I think it was, if that was the clue, I would have said emphysema.
Is that fine, you give me. Now, what word would you be trying to? Let's say the word is wedding night.
All right, I got that one.
I've told you guys once before, I think, if I'm ever blessed with children one day, I'm going to love it and hate it so much at the same time, because no one can embarrass you like your children. And I even was aware of that fact when I was a young child, actively embarrassing my parents. But the time I got him the best, I may have shared it. My dad's a veterinarian, and so every time I'd go home to visit him at his office after school, it was during his surgery hours. So I'd often walk into the OR while he's doing a spay, neuter, whatever. We're all in there, hey, Dad, hey. Well, one time I'm in there, some of his staff's in there, my mom was in there for some reason, we're all standing there. Well, I've heard my parents make the joke, sounds like our wedding night, a million times. I did not know what it meant. Didn't know at that point. I just thought, whatever. Well, the dog they had on the table that they had anesthetized to put, to do surgery on was doing some active breathing like that. It was like real aggressive. And
maybe your dad had it turned up a little too much.
I say to everyone proudly in the room, thinking this is going to slap. That dog, labored breathing. I say, sounds like your wedding night. I'm like 6. And everyone's crying, laughing, including the staff. My dad is like, oh God.
Wow.
And just now I'm like, man, now that's good comedy. That is good. 6-year-old Hayley, I peaked right then. 12,
13-year-old Lee hanging out at the movies with his little brother and our father, who took us there to watch Star Wars or something, maybe Return of the Jedi. I can't remember what came out. Yeah. And my dad's not freshly divorced, but he's been divorced 3 or 4 years, and it feels like he's on the lookout now for women. And he's talking to the lady behind the concession stand, and I can see what's going on. This is...
Let me guess, is that enough popcorn for 2?
Yeah, Dad's doing the thing.
Oh, and I can't imagine what it's like to see your parent flirt.
Have you met my mother?
Yes.
So anyway, I walk up there, and I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I thought, this is my moment. This is why we play the game.
This is why we play the game.
I walked up, and I pulled on his arm, I said, hey, Grandpa, are you getting me some popcorn? He's like, he didn't even want her to know he had a son, much less a grandson. I don't know him.
Who's this tiny man?
Grandpa, will you get me some Raisinets?
Is that how you talked?
Oh, yeah, I told you.
I talked like an old newsman, even back then.
Back then, I wore a 3-piece suit with a Windsor.
Good night and good luck.
Yeah, wingtip shoes. Going to the movies.
And today's driving me crazy. Lee is in the hot seat, forced to come up with every subject we discuss.
And how much would you pay for a tissue box cover? Well, Kim Kardashian is selling them as part of her new home goods line. We talk about that and more in today's Hot Goss.
Oh, man.
I believe she's using the same material that she injected into her rear.
Okay, all the products she's making, I want to follow your joke. Okay, this is why we play the game. I want to follow your joke. But I'll go ahead, a little spoiler. All the home products she's making are made of concrete. Now, if she injected concrete...
They do that in Brazil.
...into her butt...
Yeah, there was a guy arrested for that.
Okay, I don't think...
Because he was using concrete.
As an injectable?
Yeah.
Into humans' bodies?
Yes, and I remember reading that story. It was a butt lift, and the guy was using concrete.
I don't think Kim goes to him.
I don't think Kim, a confirmed billionaire, is going to an off-the-grid
guy in Brazil?
Plastic surgeon in Brazil.
But he was using concrete. Now imagine how that would feel.
I can't, and no one should. Those poor patients.
Yes.
And how long were you behind bars for that crime, Lee?
Yeah. You can look it up.
And here,
I'm not crazy. Look it up.
Kim has always said, it's all real. So.
Oh, she may be. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess you'll need to get a better look. And today,
I think we've all saw that look. Remember that where they broke the internet?
Yes, we've seen it all. That's her.
That's her thing. She's not shy.
That's good. Mm-hmm. And today, we're joined in studio by Noah Day.
I was watching an episode of Strange Addiction one time, and someone was addicted to getting injections in their butt, and they had like a little on-screen graphic at one point that, and a dramatic reading of this statistic about this person who was addicted to it, and it was kind of comical the way they described it. It was like, she said, this many injections, that's over 212 fluid ounces in her butt. And it was like, the way they phrased it was just so, and then dramatically read it.
Yeah, you're like, I want to react to this, but I'm just so confused. Addicted to getting...
And is that filler? Why do women do that?
I guess injections in your butt, it makes it...
You want it to be plumper?
Plumper, fuller.
More plump.
Yeah.
You don't want a flat butt, I guess, is what they're trying to fight.
Okay, please don't say it like they're an organization fighting the good fight.
The women are fighting.
We're out here fighting big butts.
The flat butts.
We will find a cure.
No. No, I think that's the vogue thing now, is to have a bigger bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've read.
Where did you read that?
Noah has got a pamphlet.
He has a pamphlet?
He was handing them out.
He's
one of the organizers of the Flat Butt Society. I mean, the Big Butt Society, the BBS. He fights flat butts.
I just watched that one episode.
Yeah,
I know it's a serious thing, too. Like, I don't want to make light of that. It's just the way the guy dramatically read the stat. It's just like, butt. And
wait a minute. Is it serious or is it an aesthetic thing?
I think it just,
It's an aesthetic thing.
Yeah. Well,
I just mean like addiction is serious.
This show, Strange Addiction, documents people that are addicted to odd things, not your normal drugs and alcohol. They're addicted to a random activity,
Eating
a food.
Clorox.
The one that I saw, which was the craziest episode I saw, was this couple that was addicted to coffee enemas.
Lord.
Yes, and they would make coffee and then get a plastic tube and like every day.
I think it tastes better going in that way. Just
right. I think it'll have the same effect, maybe not quite as rapidly. But.
Imagine staying at that bed and breakfast.
What? Bed and breakfast?
Yeah, you walk into the kitchen and they're like, "Oh, good morning." Hello.
Want to pick me up?
Would you want to pick me up?
Fresh coffee.
Percolating.
Oh, gosh, that's terrible. Anyway, okay, before we run out of time here, I want to show you some viewer mail that we got. Remember a few weeks ago, we had someone write in and say that Noah Day had a doppelganger that they saw in a commercial.
Yep.
Okay, it's not just Noah, it's Nua. This one is from viewer Deborah, wondering if she spotted Nua moonlighting in this ad for Delta Airlines. Okay, I see the resemblance. Looks like him.
Yeah.
Looks like him to me.
Good job,
Little
Deborah.
Nua. In case
Thank you. Because I need to keep tabs on the employees as to what they're doing off the grid.
He's making money on an airplane ride commercial.
Going on an airplane ride.
And that is a callback.
That's the
You
innocence
see?
of Noah Day.
All right, stay with us. More Lee and Hayley show is on the way.
Now, coming up, we're helping someone who inherited a haunted house in today's Nobody Asked You.
Mom, I know you're worried about my future.
And what will define my generation? How about determination, inspiration, kindness, integrity, teamwork, perseverance, dedication. Brace yourself. We're just getting started.
Synergy Home here with one of our customers, Harold Tate, who a couple of years ago decided to go solar and geothermal to eliminate his electric bill. Harold, why did you decide to go solar?
Well, I'm getting ready to retire, and I wanted to look at a way to control my expenses. And with the 30% tax credits, it was a no-brainer.
And why did you decide to go with Synergy?
I've used you in the past. You've been great. You've always done quality work for me, and I wanted to go with somebody local.
If you want to quit renting your power and go solar, give Synergy a call at 859-687-0553 or mysynergyhome.com.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
This is why you get to enjoy the Lee and Hayley Show, because of our presenting partner, White Greer Maggard Orthodontics, caring for community, creating beautiful smiles for over 25 years.
And brought to you by Justice Dental, smiles that say wow.
And by Patient Choice, empowering patients with the choice.
And by Landscapers Corner, the one-stop shop for all your landscaping needs.
Welcome back, everybody. It is time for Nobody Asked You.
It's our weekly segment where we answer real questions people have posted to the internet.
Okay, let's get to our first question today. It's one we teased earlier. It's about haunted houses. Okay, here's the question. Inherited my parents' house and their spirits. I recently moved into my parents' old house with my family. I've always been sensitive to the spirits of the dead and have come to realize that my parents are still inhabiting the home and they won't leave me alone. They disapprove of changes we've made to the house. They sometimes take sides in petty arguments between our family, and they sometimes accidentally intrude, on private moments with my husband. I don't want to make them leave, but how can I get used to having my parents' spirits hovering over my shoulder all the time?
Well, there's an easy way. You say the name Beetlejuice 3 times, and he will help get rid of the ghost. No, he got rid of the living. Maybe the parents are going to contact Beetlejuice.
And they're trying to get rid of you.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I mean, the one thing, anything like this scares me to death.
Why?
Because I don't want...
I don't buy it.
I like to be alone. I love my alone time. No, so I wouldn't like this at all. In a way, if I had to be around ghosts, though, your family, like, at least you're not afraid of them. So in a way, you're like, typical dad.
I don't want them seeing what I do.
What do you do? Okay. So what would you do in this situation? Let's say you move into your parents' house.
First of all, I don't buy it. Don't believe it.
You don't buy the story, or you don't buy the house?
I don't buy the story.
Well, for the sake of the question, let's suppose that.
Let's suppose this happens. Okay, let's say this is real. Then you go in there and your mom is intruding on your private moments, which for you would be what, in the bathroom?
Well, wherever. Not going to bother me.
What?
How's it going to bother me? How's it manifest itself? They throw something at you? Not worried about it.
Okay. I would sell the house and move away. That's just me.
What are the best icebreakers? I've gone on several dates recently, and sometimes I just sit there in an awkward silence with them. What are some good icebreaker questions that will break the tension and help us learn more about each other?
I've got a really good one. You guys know it's my favorite. If you could only have one liquid come out of your pointer finger for the rest of your life, what would it be? Best icebreaker question. I know I've said it before, but in case you missed it.
And you always get angry at my answer.
Because yours is what?
Pee. That way I don't have to go to the bathroom.
But Lee, give me a scenario where it's acceptable. Lee, still people don't want to be around someone while
Look what I'm doing right now. You don't even know I'm doing it. Look at there.
But I can smell it. And then where are you
Beg your pardon. You do not know that.
Everyone knows you don't drink enough water. Okay.
You want oil or bourbon to come out of your finger?
I want gasoline.
Gasoline?
I
You don't
can
think
fill up my
that's...
blood anytime. Noah, shh.
Liquid gold, just the market is steadier on that than gasoline. Gasoline prices go up and down.
I don't want it for the money. I just don't want to have to go to the gas station.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have to pay for it anymore.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not trying to fill up America's reserves right now, which...
Well, anyway, that's a great icebreaker.
Do you have one?
You ever kill anybody?
Have you ever been involved with a cult?
Yeah.
For me, it's... So, do you have a history of mental illness? I know I do.
I got one.
Okay.
All right, what is it?
You and your mom get along.
Oh, wow.
I have lots to talk about if they say no.
Oh, gosh. So much to talk about. So you ever heard of Krispy Kreme? Best icebreaker of all time. Could I beat up a polar bear? Not that I want to, but if I were 15 feet tall, do you think I could fight a polar bear? Being that tall would give me an advantage that I don't think I have at my current 5'6". This is the dumbest question we've ever gotten. Sir, assuming you were 15 feet tall, gone. Fight Coca-Cola's mascot. We don't care.
Do you think you could beat a bear that is, say, 6 foot tall? Probably not. So just because you're 15 feet tall, you know the polar bear is the apex predator on the planet.
Yeah,
it has no enemy. Nothing, as far as mammals go, as land mammals, the polar bear is the number one.
A 15-foot tall human, I think, would be its enemy if they existed.
Because 15 feet is quite a lot
well, then,
larger.
Noah, okay, so the question remains. Could you, what are you, 6'5"? Could you beat a bear that's 6'5"?
Well, the polar bear is not 15 feet tall.
Right.
The heck it's not.
What?
No, that just, if we were both bigger, then what does that do?
Yeah.
No, polar bears are 15. They can grow to 15 on their hind legs. They're 15 feet tall. They're 12 to 15 feet tall. I know. I've done the research on. They're the biggest suckers out there.
Let me guess. You're laying in bed doing research on polar bears, and your mom's ghost comes in, and you say, "Quit bothering me."
I go, "What? 12 feet?"
I just think if
Bridget says 12 feet is the largest.
All right, could Noah beat a 5'8" polar or bear? No, he could not.
I just
What are
think.
you shushing me for? It's my show. Don't tell me to shush.
Noah's talking.
I think at 6 foot tall, I'm pretty formidable. I think at 15 foot tall, none of God's creations could go toe to toe with me. I would destroy all animal challengers at 15 feet tall.
Because if you just grow in height, I imagine you'll grow in strength as well, and your hands will be huge. You could just choke it.
I would start working out too.
Or you could just hold it.
If I was the only person that was 15 feet tall, I would start lifting all the time so that I could just be like, basically the Superman.
Yeah.
This guy gets on a chair when a spider crosses the room.
I was 15 feet tall, though.
But if he was 15 feet tall, he wouldn't. Mm-mm.
How do I get a funny laugh? I see tons of people on TikTok and YouTube making reaction videos to funny things, and they get so many views. I think it's because they have funny laughs. I'm trying to be an influencer, so I need a funny laugh. How do I get one? What are some good laughs I could try? Another stupid question.
You're not going to make it on YouTube, honey. I'm so
if you're
sorry
trying to
tell
fake
you
that laugh,
You can't
that's not gonna
fake a laugh. You've either got a boring laugh, you're one of those weirdos who never laughs, or you've got a crazy laugh, which I love people that have weird laughs.
Mm-hmm. There's a meme out there, or a tiny video, whatever those things are called.
It's tiny because it's on your phone.
A GIF?
A GIF?
It's not a GIF. No, it's a video. But it's a
it's
short
a reel?
video.
Like
It's
an
a reel.
Instagram
It's an Instagram reel or a TikTok of a French TV show where I don't think they told
brought
them.
on a bunch of people.
They brought in like 12 or 15 people that have funny laughs, and they just sort of let them go. And the next thing you know, hilarity breaks out.
It's hysterical.
One guy's like, he's got that kind of laugh. It's weird.
I love it. Okay, stay with us. Coming up next, I decided I'm done with leading our conversations in the Driving Me Crazy pieces. Here's a sneak peek of today's. Yeah, I just gotta say, I'm sick of it.
Sick of what?
I'm sick of the burden that's on these little shoulders. Whenever I get in this car, I gotta start the conversation. I gotta come up with each and every new topic. And you know what? I now refuse to come up with any topic areas.
The nursing home abuse signs you need to look for include bed sores, broken bones, dehydration, and malnutrition. Hughes & Coleman is here to provide the legal help your family needs.
Control starts with a call to Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-424-5281 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including money added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will give you the details you need to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-424-5281. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-424-5281. WellCare. Call today.
Estimated 5 million elders are abused or injured in nursing homes each year.
If you suspect that your loved one has been abused in a nursing home, control starts with a call. Hughes and Coleman, 800-800-4600.
Welcome back, Chief.
Dr. Murphy, you saved my life.
You're welcome.
I can do all the duties of chief surgeon.
You okay?
No.
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC.
I was going to see how long I could sit here in silence before you'd start the conversation. Yeah, I just got to say, I'm sick of it.
Sick of what?
I'm sick of the burden that's on these little shoulders. Whenever I get in this car, I got to start the conversation. I got to come up with each and every new topic. And you know what? I'm over it.
Are you?
I'm done.
Okay.
I made you break first and talk when we got in the car. I now refuse to come up with any topic areas. I am sick of babysitting you conversation. So out of all those ideas swirling around in your head,
Yeah.
you go ahead and pick one.
Well, I didn't get credit for buying a lady drinks last night. She was a fan of Bridget. She wants to play Bridget's grandmother on our show. That's what she told me, and I could tell she was a little loose. And I thought, well, you know, what I mean by that is inebriated.
I know.
Well, you made a sound like I meant something else. Anyway, so I, well, it gets back to me that, Lee...
Mr. Cruz bought your drinks.
No reaction. That's what they say. No reaction. And then next thing I hear, she walked into the kitchen. And they're like, can I help you? I'm just wanting to go home, she said.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
one of those episodes.
She had too much.
Had too much?
Honey, we've all been there. Don't beat yourself up. But
So I
also
got no
don't go
credit.
into the kitchen.
Yeah, don't go in the kitchen. And then I think she laid down in the hall for a while.
What?
I was told she laid down in the hall.
Where were you?
Huh?
What restaurant?
What does that matter?
Well,
There's no need to cast aspersions on the restaurant.
Cast what?
Aspersions.
What's aspersion? Truly, what is aspersion?
You've never heard someone cast aspersions?
No, have you?
Yes. Cast aspersions.
How do I spell it?
I guess I'll try with an A, and then I'll use an S, and then I'll use a P, and then an urchin. Cast aspersions.
I've never heard cast aspersion.
Well, look it up.
I will. I really have never heard it. Okay.
What does it say?
Now say the word again.
Cast aspersions.
Aspersions.
Yeah, cast aspersions.
I believe it's cast aspersions.
What's the difference? That's what I said. Cast
Yours
aspersions.
had a J in it.
Whoa. Easy there.
You went off the road. That was
That
not
guy kind of, he thought about it. He was leaning over. Look at that guy. He was leaning over here.
No. All right, Lee, what's the next rich topic you want to bring to the table?
Well, let's get back to that. Do you feel guilty? Or do you feel slighted? Let's say you're at a counter and they got a tip jar, right? And you got your money out. You go, I'm going to give them a little tip. But they've turned their back. And it's like, I want you to see me give this to you. You ever feel that way? Like you want credit for it? Or do you just go ahead and tip it?
That's when I drop a bunch of change in there real loud so they know I've done it. I go ding, ding, ding.
I don't do change.
No, I never carry cash, so I really rarely run into this issue.
So you never tip?
No, not at a counter like that. If they then print out my receipt and it has a line to tip, I'll tip on there with money out of my bank account.
But I don't want to tip. Like at the place I see the movies,
the movie theater?
Yeah.
At the place I see the movies.
Yeah, they always have a thing, like you pay with a credit card, you get some popcorn and a Coke, guy turns the edge of the popcorn, fills up the Coke. Then they go, there's a tip thing on the
That's
credit
so
card.
annoying. That's
It's like,
everywhere
I'm
now.
giving you a
It's all
tip.
over tip. Everybody says, oh, when I see one of these now, I know I'm going to have to start tipping for something I never had to tip for before.
Right.
I'm going to start carrying around one of those on my phone that anytime I do something nice for anyone, I'm going to go. They have to select 10%, 20%.
Yeah. Yeah, it pops up. What do you want to do here?
And if they don't tip me, I'll say, I will cast aspersions about you.
Good Lord. Look at that idiot.
He's flying down the highway, no doubt on a byway, looking like a big dumb idiot. If I didn't know any better and he flew by my window, I think it was Lee Cruz in the driver's seat.
He has hit all 3 lanes.
Yeah, he's a dummy.
3 times.
Yeah, he's stupid. Sir, please be careful. Please don't get in an accident with yourself or with anyone else.
What a maroon. Hey, I'm a maroon.
I should say you are. But again, I don't want to validate you. Because you don't need it.
Well, I don't need it from you.
Who do you need it from? Strangers. People I'm tipping. A woman I'm buying drinks for.
Yes.
Noah Day. You know all the hits.
Need it from Noah Day?
Hey Lexington, Alicia here with news you can use. And today we've got big news for anyone 65 or older about how you could save hundreds, even thousands of dollars on your health care every year. Now, seniors can get a Medicare plan from a long-standing healthcare leader here for the very first time with $0 premiums and low or no copays with the top doctors and hospitals right here in Lexington.
Introducing Essence Healthcare, the Medicare plan you've been waiting for, created by doctors for patients. Essence gives you more for less, more choices, more flexibility, more benefits, more protection, and more savings. Call 1-855-933-6631 or go to essencehealthcare.com to get your free decision guide. Our licensed Medicare advisors are standing by to help you choose the plan that's right for you.
Everything has been very simple, and that's the way I like it. I like it simple.
Essence offers complete protection with money-saving extras like vision, dental, hearing, prescription drugs, over-the-counter allowances, and more.
My husband and I are both on Essence, and with all the medications he has to take, it's helpful not to pay those huge copays.
You even get our new flexible benefits card, preloaded with up to $2,000 annually to spend on extra benefits where, when, and how you want. Plus, Essence gives you financial protection you may not get with other Medicare plans.
Essence lets you live your life without having to worry about your health care.
So get more from your Medicare. Call 1-855-933-6631 or go to essencehealthcare.com to get your free decision guide now. But this is a limited time opportunity, so call or go online now.
Now that's news you can use.
Essence Healthcare. A healthy tomorrow starts today.
Welcome back to the show. Today we're playing Heads Up, Sound Off.
Yes, the rules are simple. We have to get each other to guess a series of secret words. The catch, the only clues we can give are sounds.
For example, if the secret word was ostrich, then I would make this sound.
And I immediately would say, classic ostrich sounds. Classic.
There you go.
That's wonderful. Okay, I will be guessing first. Let's begin.
Here we No. Oh, yeah, you do that. Okay. That's
okay. Metronome. Missile. Roller coaster. Roller coaster accident. Lining. Oh, gosh. Tree cutting? Did you just say timber?
No, it's the noise the tree makes.
Chopping a tree.
Okay. All right.
You can't act it out. You also can't say over here. Taking a picture. Picture taking, portraits, photographer.
What a big group does it.
Family picture.
A big group. I can't. No one won't let me say it. But you know.
Paparazzi. I'm sorry, I had to look because it was already blown. You have cheated in your clue giving.
I have not
You can't
cheated.
say over here and go. Try to be a good Christian on this one now. Healthy flow. Fire hydrant. Opening. Hose. Frying. Frying eggs. French toast. Pancake. Oh, burning pancake.
Bridget's getting mad at me because I'm making movement. I don't know how to do it.
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't know how not to make it move. I gotta move.
Backyard grilling.
Yes.
I'm not getting any of these because I'm hysterical, but also because you're cheating. Put your hands behind your back on this one. Sounds only. Computer. Dial-up internet.
Yes.
Right? See? You did it. Doesn't it feel good to be an honest human? Ready? Don't use your hands or say words. Jabba the Hutt?
No.
Oh.
Stop it.
What? Something being killed? Something.
I'm back. I'm come back. Hey, I didn't admit it was phonetic. He didn't say it. Yeah. It's just a guttural growl. He goes, I'm back.
Okay, your turn.
All right, let's see how well you do, princess. Chewing, eating. Dog eating. You're eating, and you swallow.
Yes. It would be easier to use my hands, but...
You're biting into corn on the cob. You're eating like a typewriter.
I'm eating something.
You're eating a big old piece of sandwich. What? You're eating?
I don't know what else.
You're eating a back
Just
end.
start guessing fruits, man.
No, fruits? An apple?
Yes, perfect. I feel like that was an honest try.
Okay.
Oh,
Creaky door.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding. No. Ding, ding. That's the only sound it makes, I guess. And then.
It's a door? Is it a door?
I can't do. Ding, ding. Okay, that apple we just ate, we have to buy it first, okay?
Oh, you're scanning.
Yes, perfect. How did he get it? I don't know. Take back everything I said about him. Oh. Poppity pop, 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 pop,
popcorn.
Pop, pop. Oh, good.
Okay.
Pop is a sound and a word. Oh. Tick, 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 tick. Whoosh. Tick, 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 tap, 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 tick, 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 tick. Bing. Whoosh. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Whoosh. It's texting. Let me do one more. We're out of time. British says we're out of time. Let me give you. Oh, we're done.
Well, why didn't you use your hands, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, hot goss is next.
Yeah, makeup, shapewear, skincare. Now Kim Kardashian is moving into the home goods industry. More Lee and Hayley in a moment.
It's a fact.
2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Now, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield introduces a free Medicare plan checkup to make sure you receive all the benefits you qualify for in 2023. Call 1-800-878-5180 today and receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-878-5180 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2023. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Call 1-800-878-5180 and make sure you're not missing out.
The season for family gatherings is coming soon. Enjoy more space with a new Champion sunroom. Now is the time to get started with a free in-home estimate. Bring the outdoors in and upgrade your living space in a beautiful new sunroom. Champion makes the whole process easy. Right now, Champion sunrooms are 35% off and pay nothing for a whole year. Get started today. Call 888-4CHAMPION or visit championsunrooms.com to schedule your free in-home estimate.
Dress up your holiday season with the experts at Kentucky Laser Hair Removal for beautifully smooth skin. Using the most advanced pain-free technology for permanent hair reduction. So ditch the razor, use the laser at Kentucky Laser Hair Removal.
I'm Appliance Pro. We'll help you make your kitchen chef-ready.
Appliance Pro's inventory blowout sale continues now through the end of the month. This is the perfect time to update your home's kitchen. Come in now for the best selection on top-quality GE refrigerators, washers and dryers, ovens, ranges, dishwashers, and more. We are locally owned and operated and located at 2320 Fortune Drive in Lexington. The inventory blowout sale till the end of the month. Don't miss it.
Dress up your holiday season with the experts at Kentucky Laser Hair Removal for beautifully smooth skin. Using the most advanced pain-free technology for permanent hair reduction. So ditch the razor, use the laser at Kentucky Laser Hair Removal.
Back, it is time for the hot goss. Here we go.
Let's get to it. Kim Kardashian is getting into the home decor business. Have you all seen this? It's the prices that has people freaking out. Look at this, very minimalist chic. The reality star just launched this new line of bathroom accessories under her skin care label. First launch is a 5-piece set featuring a tissue box cover, wastebasket, vanity tray, and 2 containers. The items are all made out of concrete.
Why?
The tissue box is $89. The vanity tray, $65. If you want the 5-piece bundle, though, it is $355. The set is for sale now on the website skknbykim.com. That is skinbykim.com.
It's got to be $1,000 for shipping and handling because it's concrete.
Yeah, that's the thing. Surely they don't
Heavy.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah. Oscar-winning actress Hayley Swank is going to be a mom for the first time, and she's having twins.
I love this.
The 48-year-old made her big announcement last week on Good Morning America. Swank said being a mother is something she's been wanting for a long time. She tied the knot with entrepreneur Philip Schneider in 2018. Swank revealed that twins run in the family on both sides. She described it as a blessing and a total miracle.
Yes, and then I read she said that her due date is, or the twins' due date is the same day as her late father's birthday.
Oh.
And she said it was just, gave her chills when they found that out. And just so exciting for her.
How about that?
I love Hayley Swank. And, you know, it's been a while since we've seen her and stuff. You know, she's obviously a huge movie star. Has had blockbusters, you know, Oscar winner. She's now transitioned. She's doing a new TV show called Alaska Daily, where she reports on unsolved crimes in Alaska. It's a scripted show, but her character, yeah.
Oh, it's a scripted show.
It's a scripted
She's
show
not
called
hosting
Alaska
a show.
Daily. No.
Oh, okay.
And it's on one of the big 3 networks. I can't remember if I think it might be ABC.
PBS.
It's on PBS.
Yes.
But it's touching on kind of a real life issue, which is unsolved murders and horrific crimes in Alaska that go unsolved. But it is a scripted show, but tackling kind of that real issue. Okay, Bridget looked it up. It is a new ABC show, Alaska Daily. If it hasn't premiered already, it premieres quite soon. So
okay.
Catch Hayley Swank in that. Congrats on her pregnancy. Jared Leto is set to portray another famous fashion designer. Women's Wear Daily reports the actor will star in a new biopic about Karl Lagerfeld. The Oscar winner is also producing the film about the former artistic director of Chanel. According to the publication, the Karl Lagerfeld fashion house backs the project. The movie is set to detail Lagerfeld's life and relationships.
All right. Do you like that guy, Karl Lagerfeld? Do you like his clothing?
I love Chanel. Certainly can't afford it. I own nothing by them. I think I've had a Chanel lip gloss, and I've really enjoyed it.
Which is a bigger deal, a Chanel or Louis Vuitton, when it comes to handbags? And I thought it was Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel, she is the founder, but the brand itself is just Chanel.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I would say...
So Lagerfeld became the designer for Chanel?
He was like, the lead, creative director or whatever.
Gotcha,
But then he also, in later years, had his own line, and I think it still exists. Both lines, obviously.
Well,
he had Karl Lagerfeld.
If you don't know, who would?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, if you were to ask me which is bigger, the New York Mets or Yankees, I think I can tell you.
Mm-hmm. Both are very expensive and very prestige type items, but I'd say Chanel is a little more than Louis Vuitton.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
So I had to think about it in a minute.
Why are you apologizing for that? Like you're about to make a mistake?
Because you just yelled at me, you troll.
I didn't yell at you. I just wanted to know which is more prestigious in the fashion world or for women like you that live and die by vanity.
Stop before you say something hurtful.
Justin Bieber's postponing his world tour again. This time the tour will be postponed until at least March 2023. Earlier this year, the 28-year-old Bieber pressed pause on his show dates because of a disabling health issue. Bieber told his followers he had been diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, the condition which can arise out of a shingles outbreak. It left his face partially paralyzed. While he tried to rest and recover, he says the toll of live shows is still leaving him exhausted. Bieber is hoping a long break will help him feel well enough to go on stage again next spring.
Glad he's doing better, but after a health issue, and these stars are just humans. I mean, you got to think how exhausting touring is for anybody.
Sure.
So hope he gets in the best health possible, and best of luck for him and his fans that want to see him back on stage.
All right, stay with us. It wasn't just in the driving me crazy. I had to come up with today's smile of the day, too.
We'll be right back.
Find out more about The Lee and Hayley Show through our social media pages.
And send us your ideas for the show to ideas@leeandhaley.com.
How's it working out with Benny here at the credit union?
Yeah.
I'll be right with you, man. My bad.
Benny's better at football. We're better at banking.
He's working out, in a sense.
UK Federal Credit Union. It's banking, only better.
If it's time to enhance the exterior of your home, visit Landscaper's Corner. From our large selection of natural stone, you'll find what's perfect for your project. The best selection of stone pavers, edging materials for your garden, and stone for walls, patios, and more are available at Landscaper's Corner. You'll find quality products and affordable pricing on the landscaping materials essential for your yard and garden. I'm Elaine Pence, owner of Landscaper's Corner. We look forward to seeing you soon, and as always, we truly appreciate your business.
This week on Fix Her Uppers, a young newlywed bride wants a total makeover.
So it's going to be a lot less cramped and more of an open concept.
I love it.
I love you.
I love you. No, I love you more.
So I'm envisioning vertical shiplap. Are you ready to fix her uppers?
Catch an all-new episode of Fix Her Uppers, presented by Justice Dental.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks itself. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kind of got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display. They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Pay no interest on Buick SUV models. Buick, ranked #1 brand in the industry for new vehicle quality.
I'm Justin Peterson of the Peterson Law Office. I've represented thousands of people hurt in Kentucky through no fault of their own.
I offer free consultations to take as much time as you need to learn about your case and your injuries. I'm able to settle many cases before a lawsuit's ever filed, but if the insurance company isn't willing to treat you fair, I'm willing to go to court and battle for you. Last year alone, Kentucky juries awarded my clients over $3.7 million for their injuries. Kentucky, call me. 859-469-6390. I'm here to help you and your family.
Hey, Lee?
You what?
You have a second? Yeah. Still need you to come up with some content. I need you to come up with a smile of the day today.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, you mean right now?
Yeah.
How about we look for your phone?
No.
You just did that. That's a smile of the day you guys have done before.
Can I have this check?
No.
Perfect. No, this is not funny.
I know it's not funny.
What's that?
Thought you were going to punch me in the Jimmy.
How did you see that in slow-mo? Give me my phone, you troll.
Yeah.
You always get mad at me because you always say I always jump when you get close to me like I think you're going to strike me. You just did that too. And I will strike you.
You were holding a weapon and you were targeting.
It was a letter opener and you destroyed it during our pumpkin carving segment, which you guys will see soon. Okay, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the next episode. I got this.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.